Okay, so we gathered a lot of information today. We heard a lot of great information. What I'm hoping to do here is just spend a few minutes on some easy takeaways. Take back to your firm. You can begin doing now. Raise your hand if you're just inquisitive about client experience or if you're in the infancy stages of CX at your firm. Okay, you're at the MC stages. So for those that are even partially through their CX, have you raise your hand if y'all have defined your why? Okay. To me, that is the first step. Checking the box, hiring a director of CX, and then promoting it on your website that your client experience focused actually can create an adverse outcome for your organization. If you say you're CX focused and you get hired and you're not delivering a different experience than every other firm out there, that actually you've set a different expectation. So I want to encourage everybody to define your why. Maybe it is increasing your share of wallet with your strategic clients. Maybe it is opportunities. Maybe it is to deliver a consistent brand experience across everyone in your organization, no matter the matter type, the matter size, the matter geography, the office, whatever it may be. Define your why, because we all sell time for a living. And if we don't know what the outcome is, and if we don't have the end in mind as we're designing our client experience program, we could very easily be taking left when our clients want us to take a right. We could be making turns when they don't want us to make a turn at all. And then guess what happens? CX programs at your organization become the flavor of the month. Oh God, Don's got another idea again. Here we go with a CX program. So that's the type of thing that you got to do. You got to define the why and you got to post it. You got to let everyone know, communicate what that why is. And then measure it along the way. Measure your success along the way. Danny, you made some great points. Defining the why is going to help you establish the team. It's going to help you hire the team based off those whys. It's going to help you roll out the team. It's going to make adoption easier. It's going to allow you to set the right KPIs. I've seen, Brandy, I know you've seen it in strategic planning, people just setting KPIs to set KPIs without actually knowing what those KPIs are supposed to help the organization accomplish. And like I said, report this stuff out. I wish everybody would share internally with their organizations the successes that they've had. We have wins all the time, but if we don't do it, it could somehow really temper our momentum as we're building CX inside of our organizations. Next, there's multiple tools. These are all things that we can go back and do tomorrow. Client feedback, client panels, client interviews, and I'm going to give Wicker Park a shout out again here. They are the Rolls Royce of interview companies. I'm just going to throw that out there. They just are really good at what they do. But these are simple tools. Go, ask, and take action. Now, when you ask for feedback, I want a couple things to happen inside of your organization. One, we talked about the nomenclature, and thank you, Jennifer, for not saying bad feedback. Use the word challenging. Celebrate challenging feedback that turns into successes. People are either scared of feedback or they just don't care. And that's why people don't want to ask for feedback. So if you take the numerical values out, if you take the wrong incentives out of play, you can enculturate behaviors inside of your organization that will make them want to ask for feedback more often, because not only does it make your clients easier, safer, and better to work with you, but it makes your lives easier as well. The more we learn about our clients, the more we meet their expectations plus 1%, not plus 60 or not minus 60, the easier our lives get as well. And these are very simple things that I think you could take back to your firm and just implement immediately. Changing your nomenclature, celebrating some different things, and creating the right behaviors inside of your organization. Last but not least, can we all agree buying behavior has changed over the last few years? On your proposals, do you talk about your technical expertise? Do you talk about your reputation? Do you talk about how long you've been in business, or that you're multi-practice, you're multi-discipline? All of these things have become table stakes. You're not at the table. You're not a part of the interview process. If you don't have those 4 or 5 things, you're not even there. We've done some research, and if you don't mind me sharing, and you all already shared that Withers Ravenel during their panels, they found out that all of the research that has been done, that this is accurate. Your clients want you to position yourselves as a partner with them, and they want you to focus on outcomes. So, as an example, Mike, you ran a very successful architectural firm for a very, very long time. And when you went to go sit down and design, let's say, a new corporate office, what sort of approach would you take? Would you talk about what they were trying to solve, or would you show them pictures of all the other buildings that you've designed from corporate offices before?
First, talk to them about what they were trying to do,
Mhm.
where they were heading, and also get some sort of inventory from the group of leaders or the people that had involved in this planning process as to what they were, not just one person's view. So, and then from that information, begin to kind of go, here's a way to respond to that in the design of a new office.
Absolutely. And if I'm not mistaken, you used to sit down and actually do the drawings with them and collaborate with them about how to reach those outcomes.
Sit across the table from the main client and begin sketching, whether it was a real simple diagram or something more detailed, and try to get them to actually grab the pen and kind of go, yeah, it's sort of like this.
Right.
Where we were mutually creating this thing, their solution. Instead of some sort of like, you just tell me, just let me collect some information, and I'm gonna go back to my place and do all this stuff and bring it to you.
Right, right.
So that mutual authorship seems to be tremendous. There was live feedback.
Yeah, well, Mike Phillips, for those who don't know, is the other co-founder of Client Savvy. Started this organization with Ryan Sudan, but also ran one of the most profitable architectural firms in the nation for a very, very long time. And it felt different and it looked different, because let's just go back to the employee attrition component. Maybe you have a lack of engagement at your corporate office and you're losing employees because you're not like Uber or someone else, and he would go and he would sit down and he would talk about how much money it was costing the organization. And he would work with them and design them on how to create a higher level of engagement inside of that brand new corporate office or design. And do you think they started caring about the prices when he started showing and getting them to agree and draw with them how they can improve engagement and reduce profitability loss inside of their business? Absolutely not. And that is what is driving buying behavior these days. The other thing is proactive communication. So Don, we'll call on you again because you love to talk about this stuff so much. Tell me a typical type of project that you do.
Shopping center.
Shopping center. Okay. You do those frequently. Okay. So can you pretty much tell us all what's going to go wrong, what could go wrong, and what goes wrong almost all the time? Okay. And are we sharing that with our clients ahead of time? A lot of organizations aren't doing that. That's proactive communication. So I'm Don at Withers Ravenel. We do a lot of shopping centers. This is where I see problems coming up. This is what we've done, Mrs. Customer, to alleviate that challenge. But if that challenge comes up, this is what we have put in place from a process perspective to make your life easier. And we will let you know when we get close to that point if that challenge is going to pop up or not. And that is just different. But that is a type of proactive communication that our clients are looking for. That is what they're buying. And I can tell you through a ton of interviews of clients that even though they may pay you the most already, they're still willing to pay you more if you do those things. So those are three very easy things I think that we can go back and do as part of a communication plan and strategy. Sit down, empathize, think about your matter types, think about your project types, think about your consulting engagements, think about your electric cars and your engagements with your customers, and think about ways that you can design and proactively communicate with them to make their lives feel more comfortable, to make them not feel anxious about what's going on behind the scenes, and it will bring returns to your organization. Last but not least, sign up for CXps next year. We are so excited. Registrations, we're going to try to open that up. I know, Pam, you're on the virtual session right now, so I am absolutely saying that you're going to open up registration by the end of next week. Sorry about that. I see her, she's speaking up over there, but I can't hear you. So, we're, we're going to open up registrations. I do want everybody to know one thing that's great about this Wyndham Rio is that it is not only spousal, but it is going to be very family friendly. One of the things Ryan and I noticed when we went earlier on this year was that they have activities planned every day, all day for children. They have grown-up activities planned that are just a part of the resort. And so I encourage everyone who signs up to bring your family, make a vacation out of this. The room block is giving the room rate 3 days before the conference and 3 days after the conference. So if you don't make an extended vacation and go see old San Juan and just go see the beautiful colors and aspects of Puerto Rico, I think you'd be missing out. So I did want to mention that. Make sure you bring your friends and family. Last but not least, your drink tickets are in the back of your name tag. Check them out. We're going to be going to the patio here. If you don't have drink tickets, let me know. If you want an extra drink ticket, I'm selling them. Yes, I'll sell you. I'll definitely sell them to you. But I want to thank everybody. Thank everybody for your participation, for your engagement. Thank you for the wisdom that all of our speakers have brought and the collaboration that you all have given the crowd here. And we hope to see you all next year. Look forward to talking to you on the patio. Thanks so much.